Good evening and welcome to the Mental Health Warriors Show. I'm Kate May, I'm the Mind Power Warrior, and tonight I'm joined by my co-host Adam.
Hello.
And we also have Dave Carson. He is into positive self-development. He works with Reiki, hypnotherapy, IEMT. We'll tell you all about that in a minute. And EFT. So before we start, though, we shall run the video.
Wow.
Welcome.
Very impressive video. I like that.
How you doing, Dave? Nice to have you on the show with us.
Thank you so much for inviting me on. Fantastic. Feeling amazing. Very excited about this.
Great to hear. So, Adam, how are you? How's your day been?
It's been long. I literally was... I hopped on someone else's podcast earlier today as well. So, yeah. Me being put on the spotlight, which the video's on YouTube as well. So, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Brilliant. Brilliant. We might get some more watchers then.
Yeah. Yeah. Bathrobe moments I was on. I even had a pretty pink bathrobe on.
God, I might have to go and watch that.
Do it.
Yeah, you'll have to drop the link under this one.
I will do.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
Yeah. So, Dave, I'll ask you on the show because you've been working in positive self-development now for 25 years. It's a fantastic achievement.
Well, to be fair, it's a journey. You know, it's a long journey, isn't it? To get yourself into a space where you feel comfortable with yourself, you know, and you just feel good about life and you love life.
Yeah.
That's what I've been working towards, basically. Using different techniques and, you know, different things to help me along the way.
Yeah. So how did you get involved in this line of work?
Well, I went to see a stage show in about 1987, hypnosis stage show in Liverpool. And I was fascinated by what he was able to do. So I went away and I learned about it. And I found it really interesting. And I liked the idea of helping people with it. And that was really the beginning of my journey. And then I came across Reiki, which when I had my first attunement with Reiki, all sorts of weird and wonderful things happened to me, you know. My energy changed. And that really sort of opened me up. It's a bit of a cliche. A lot of people say when you have a Reiki attunement, it can open you up, you know. But it certainly did. And my thinking just changed, you know. I became really interested in positivity and trying to be the best version of myself. So, yeah, that's where it all started. And then I went to an Indian ashram. And I spent about 6 months there. And as you can imagine, no phones, nothing. And it's all about meditation every day and eating really healthily and being around really positive people. And again, that's another cliche. You go to India and you come back a changed man. And that's what happened to me. It was amazing.
Wow.
When I got back, I felt like I was floating across the floor rather than walking, you know. And all these amazing thoughts in my head and everything that, well, I thought anyway, that was coming out of my mouth was so like, deep and meaningful, and it really made a difference for me. And it's just been an onward journey of learning different skills. I think after that I did EFT. I've used EFT I don't know if people know what EFT is, but it's basically a tapping technique. You tap on certain meridian points on the body, and as you're tapping, you're thinking about something negative, and it basically seems to dissolve it, the actual emotion behind what's troubling you. And so that's been, for me, it's been an amazing technique. I've used it for the last 15 years. So in a way, it's a bit of a I don't know, it's a bit of a cheat, yeah, like in the sense that I could have had those emotions for maybe like a day, or like, but I just get rid of them in like minutes. so there's a part of me that's saying, am I meant to experience these things? Am I going to learn something from it, or should I just get rid of it and just carry on feeling good? So it's a bit
that is such a skill to have.
It really is. Well, some techniques, all techniques don't work for everybody, and that one definitely works for me. And thank you. Brilliant, really good. I also spent some time in Peru with some Amazonian shamans. That was interesting. Again, that was quite eye-opening and changed me again.
So you really have been on.
These experiences can touch you and change you. I think you've got to be open to it as well. So I like to bring joy to everywhere I go. Do you know what I mean? So like when I meet people, I like to be the joyful energy. So because as you both probably know, your energy touches people.
I
like to see people smiling. There's always a time for being miserable. I'm miserable sometimes, but I just choose not to do it for long.
You can tap it away, can't you?
I can tap it away, and also I'm into what can I call it? Basically, I forgot the name of it. Can you believe it? But it's where you see everything in a completely different way. It's a bit far out, but basically the idea is everything around you is an appearance, right? But things are just happening, and that allows you to take a lot of emotion out of things. Emotion is important, obviously, positive emotion, but I'm talking like negative emotion. It really helps when crap comes into your life, and you can sort of see it for what it truly is, which is just something happening. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, just an occurrence.
It is, it's just something happening. We attach all the emotions to whatever's happening. So, and it's great to have that choice to see it in a different way, because a lot of people can't,
I know what you mean. We have our own personal perceptions of reality, don't we?
We do.
And once we realize that they're just our individual perceptions and they're not actually reality,
exactly,
then we can start to look around then and go, oh, actually, this is just stuff happening.
It is, I mean, it's probably not an easy feat for most people to be able to do that, because your emotions can be, take over you. It becomes automatic as well. A lot of the things we do, it just automatically happens, and we don't have that choice, because we don't realize what's happening, what's going on. We just like, maybe it's the amygdala kicking up,
that part of your brain.
I'm all about having control of the amygdala. I can't even say it. Amygdala, maybe, I don't know. But
brilliant. So what are you working on at the moment then? Is there anything in particular that you're working on?
I'm working on a couple of things. Actually, I'm working on developing my practice with my hypnotherapy and integral eye movement stuff. I'm at EFT, I'm a Reiki. I'm also setting up 2 YouTube channels, and one's for subliminal audios, basically. So I set up a business a while ago, I didn't mention this before, and I create subliminal audios. These are basically messages that are embedded in music. You can't hear them consciously because it's supposed to bypass your critical thinking mind. So if you had affirmations like, I'm a beautiful person, there might be a part of you going, no, you're not. No, you're not. So you've got this thing going on. So I create these audios that have got embedded messages that the subconscious mind can pick up. Apparently, we can't really prove that, but they seem to work. There's a lot of, good reports on them. And I've used them myself for the last 3 years. I was listening to them for 8 hours a night while I was sleeping. And it could be placebo. Even if it is placebo, it's great if it works, So it definitely worked for me. So I'm working on that. So I'm going to be putting a load more subliminals on that. And I'm also working on another YouTube channel, which is called Free the Mind UK. And that's basically me going to be interviewing having a chat, as Adam would say, with lots of therapists, a whole wide range of therapists, because there's people out there that need help, and a lot of people don't know what's out there and what's available. So if you can get a therapist on telling them what they do and how it can help them, I think it's a great thing. So that's that's what I'm going to be doing over the next couple of weeks. I'll probably be having a chat with the backdrop information and all that for my channel. Any tips, Adam?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to go back to this audio thing because I'm really interested now. Does it actually help people who experience insomnia?
It probably could. I mean, you could. I'd like to say it can, and it probably does. Not all things work for everyone, like I said before. But yeah, you can pretty much do anything, because the idea behind it is that it's a bit like hypnosis, in the sense that you're accessing the unconscious or subconscious or whatever you want to call it today, where all the the experiences and all the memory banks are and stuff. So you might have created in your unconscious a program that's telling you that you can't sleep overnight. That's insomnia. Yeah? So the subliminal would have affirmations in it to suggest that you can. It does take a bit of time. I would say between a month and 3 months, to drip feed into the subconscious. And the idea is that it basically helps overwrite the old belief system.
Yeah. I want to give this a go.
Yeah, well, I'll do you one. You can have personal ones as well, so you can have your own affirmations on them. And
hey, any excuse to focus on that and not hear my partner? For that.
Yeah, but I made myself one for self-confidence, Adam, and I listened to it for about 3 months solidly every night. I've actually done about 4,000 hours of subliminals. And the self-confidence one, I definitely noticed a difference. Definitely. Even people were saying to me, God, you're a bit different, So, yeah, and I've used them for all sorts. Definitely worked for me.
Yeah, I'd tried them before, actually, but not your particular ones, but I no doubt I will be trying those at some point.
Yeah.
But I tried them and I didn't realise, you had to, I just thought, do it one time and it will sort me out, but this was like 5 years ago when I was still at the beginning of my journey on this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, you do have to repeat, don't you? And
it's a slow process. That's what I believe. You get some subliminal makers and they'll say, listen to this for 5 minutes and you're going to be woohoo, like amazing. But it doesn't work like that. No. Not from my experience. So,
yeah.
And there's lots of things you can do with them. Like you can have reverse speech. So I'll be saying, you're a positive, beautiful manifestation of existence and all that sort of stuff, which I believe everyone is anyway, underneath all the bullshit,
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's great.
Yeah. We're going to definitely try some of those then.
Oh, that sounds good.
I've tried some at once.
You did what?
Yeah, you have to try something once.
Try something once. Well, if you do this, you'll have to do it for 3 months, Adam.
That's fine.
And also, I make them with rainfall because a lot of people don't always listen to music. So, a nice pitter patter of rain, but you might end up jumping up, going to the loo in the middle of the night.
No, I actually don't, because when I was experiencing insomnia, obviously that's overcome now. There was one night I was just laid there, and it was about 2:00 in the morning, and I was struggling to get to sleep, and it was rain outside, and that actually helped me fall back over.
See,
yeah,
can't be a bit of rainfall, mate.
Hey, I've meditated in the rain at 4:00 in the morning. I don't care.
Yeah,
outside.
Yeah.
I tell you what, that I've never tried that, but I just like that because it's natural, isn't it? You know, it's like you're proper in the elements.
You're connecting to nature.
You are, absolutely. And I'm quite interested in water, actually. I find it fascinating. There's so much more to water that just people don't realize, you know. Like they say water's got a memory. There's actually a lady that I know that gets a Petri dish and has about 2 ml of water in the Petri dish. And she'll put the Petri dish on top of a photograph. Then she, for about like 10 seconds, 20 seconds, then she'll put it in the freezer, freezes it for about 3.5 minutes. And then when she takes it out, there's the picture.
Oh, wow.
The photograph. And there's been loads of other experiments on water where they've actually shown it's definitely got a memory. I think there was one where there was a bottle of poison, a vial of poison was accidentally, it was sealed, dropped in a bottle of water they were using for some experiments, and they spotted it and took it out and thought, oh, it's sealed, it's no problem. But when they gave the rats that water, they all died. It's crazy. Yeah. And it, you know, the way the water travels through the pipe systems, it's so unnatural for the water. And by the time you get your water, it's pretty crap quality in an energetic sense. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's for a different topic.
I think so.
Guess how many people tonight are going to go and get a Petri dish or something very similar, find a photo and do the 3.5 minutes in the freezer?
I know.
You never know.
I go and drink out of tap anyway. I drink filtered water.
Oh, well, yeah. No, I do too.
Yeah, look, I've got one of these. Look, it's a bit airy fairy. It's got a crystal in it.
Oh yeah, brilliant.
So it's energizing the water, and on the top, it's got words: power, joy, magic, and love. Because the water, if you there was a famous Japanese guy he would put labels on the water like hate and one with love. And when he looked underneath the water crystals with the microscope, the one with hate, the water crystals were horrible and browny color and all out of, you know. The one with love, they were the most beautiful shapes, like a diamond, you know. So there's definitely a lot in it. So that's why I have that.
Yeah.
Because we're 72% water, you know.
Yeah. We should have some Amazon links underneath all this.
Well, I've actually got spiritual crystals myself. And my favourite one is rose quartz.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Rose quartz. That's my favourite. Yeah. That's more of a healing one, isn't it?
I've got to be honest. I love crystals, but I don't know what each one does. Do you know what I mean? Someone gave me this one the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Amethyst.
Yeah, I got amethyst around my neck that my son gave me. Yeah.
I've never really connected with crystals in that way. But
yeah. They are very, very therapeutic and healing. I think what you should do, Dave, is one of your first discussions on your new YouTube channel should be somebody who deals with crystal healing. Because
I think absolutely. Well, the first one I've got actually is a lady who specializes in menopause.
Oh, well, I could do with talking to her.
Yeah. I'm sure there's lots of women that would like to. So I think that's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me about menopause.
No,
literally, this was a few months back now. Last year, I was actually on coffee morning on a Monday morning with about 4 other women talking about menopause.
Oh wow! Well, look at you, Adam.
And I lasted the hour, and people thinking, "You brave man."
Yeah. Yeah, good for you on that one.
I have to agree with that, definitely.
Yeah. Hey, you have to, don't you? But anyway, I want to talk about this Reiki.
Reiki. Super.
Yeah, that's it. Because there's a lot of stereotype people, aren't there, that still think all this spiritual side is just a big hoax.
Yeah.
But it's not.
No, it's certainly not. I mean, normally when you've been attuned to Reiki, there's loads of different types of healing, by the way, Adam, Kate, as you probably know. Personally, I think it's from the one source. Do you know what I mean? I find it difficult to believe that one can be more powerful than the other. Maybe it is, you know, but with Reiki, it's fantastic because you're basically connecting with the sort of auric body, you know, the body, the auric body that comes from their physical body, which can come out this, you know, quite far or whatever, you know. And what I do is I basically scan the body, you know, in that space, and I basically pick up disruptions of energy. So what I do is I basically smooth them out. And I have this little thing that I do, and I flip the energy away to the universe. Not everyone does that. That's what I do. But it's fantastic what you can pick up. You know, I was healing someone the other day, and I started getting this really bad headache, which is maybe one of the negative things about it, you know, for yourself as a healer. But and I said, my gosh, I said, you haven't got a headache, have you? He said, oh, I had one about 10 minutes ago. So whether I was picking up something like that. I've had times where I've been working on someone and they've said to me, oh my God, you're in my body. I can feel you moving my bones. And I'm like, wow. But actually, as this was happening, I was getting all these crazy energies rushing up and down my body. And this is when I had my first Reiki attunement, this is what was different. I kept getting these, like, what happened was it's like a bolt of energy that starts in the neck and seems to ricochet quite, not violently, but makes me go like that. You know, like when someone walks over your grave, that saying, you get that shiver. Mm-hmm. But they were happening like all the time. I'd be in Tesco shopping and be like shaking like that, you know. People must have thought there's something wrong with me. So when I'm doing healing, that's really pronounced that, you know, I just feel it. It's quite incredible, really. But it's a great thing, you know, to connect with somebody in that way and help them with pain, or, you know, because with Reiki it works on an emotional level as well, so it can help with emotions. You know, if someone's really troubled, can help. Yeah.
So a lot of people won't know that Reiki can help emotions. A lot of people think it's just to do with the body, and that's it. So there we go. There's an alternative there for people who are struggling with their emotions at the moment.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's good. And you know, I would say go and have an attunement, have a Reiki 1 attunement, because, you know, the way it works is you have like a Reiki master, they're called. Don't particularly like that word, Reiki master. I like to call them Reiki 3 people, but there you go. And they basically do these symbols and do this whole procedure with you, and it opens you up to that universal energy. But to be honest, I think we're connected with it anyway. We just don't realize it. So so it's a great thing, because once you're opened up to that energy, and if you need you know, like them to do all the stuff to open you up, to actually open it up, even though you're probably already able to do that, you know, it's a good thing, definitely.
That's something you consider, Adam.
It's a lot to process, this, isn't it?
I've got to be honest though, the most thing I'm passionate about is positivity. I'm very big on positive self-talk, you know. I think if we were to record ourselves for a month, you know, like have like a little secret camera, and you could watch back and you'd hear yourself calling yourself so many names, do you know what I mean? And being really negative to yourself and confirming old belief patterns all the time. You know, I'm such an idiot. And it's like, I am, you know, because you're confirming it all the time. And there's a great book by a guy called Shad Heimster. What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. What a fantastic book that is, because it's a real eye-opener, because you think, oh my God, yeah, you know. And when you drive in the car and you make a mistake or you miss your turn, instead of going, oh, what an idiot, you know, you can be more kinder to yourself. I think that's what it's about, being kinder to yourself.
Yeah, that's
really,
self-talk.
It's so important, you know. I really believe that.
Yeah, I did a video on that the other day on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
You know, how do you talk to yourself? You know, and,
people think you're mad talking to yourself, but it's fantastic.
I've seen that video.
Because if you talk to yourself like crap,
yeah,
you know, you're sending that message out to the universe that, you know, that's what you are, and it's just such a bad habit to get into. You can refrain what you say to yourself, and like you say, be kind to yourself.
Yeah. The problem is that it's all about our conditioning and our experiences, isn't it? When we're younger, especially me, oh my God, I was a nightmare when I was younger. You know, I'm a Liverpudlian, for God's sake, now. But exactly. But you know, it's you're not always served a good set of cards, are you? You know, in life, and you don't always come across this sort of stuff, you know. So you're sort of lost a little bit. You know, you don't know there's help out there or ways to be about yourself in a better way, you know, a more positive way. I think I was just lucky personally. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, I've only been aware of the spiritual side only for a couple of years myself. So I'm still pretty much new to this.
Yeah.
I'm still an amateur.
Do you what do you do in your spirit? What, you know, like?
Well, obviously I meditate with the crystals. I do a little bit of aromatherapy with the scented sticks or the diffuser. Also, I've got some tarot cards.
Hey.
Yeah.
Have you been doing them?
I have been doing them daily.
Do you find you connect with them? They
absolutely. Yeah. My favorite one is the King of Swords.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
I did get a pack myself about 10 years ago, and you know, you got to take a card out for today.
I did too.
Yeah. I think it's quite popular actually.
Yeah.
But, when I first started out, I was lucky enough to get into some psychic circles, you know. So I experienced some weird and wonderful stuff, you know. I ended up going into a place and they said, do you want to join our seance? And I was like, yeah, okay then, because I'm quite easygoing, you know. And that was a crazy experience. Yeah.
Wow. Talking about psychic stuff, I believe, Dave, that you do psychic fairs. You actually attend psychic fairs.
I do. A guy called Kev Hooper organises them in my local area, Portsmouth, Southampton.
Yeah.
And they're great actually, because there's an assortment of people there. So you've got therapists there, you've got Reiki healers there, you've got massage people there, and you've got people selling crystals and stuff like that. And you know, you've got the general public coming in. You've never maybe come across anything like that. So again, it's another good way to, you know, for the public to know what it's all about. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I really enjoy them. I do a lot of Reiki at those. Yeah, it's really good. And obviously, they're telling people about integral eye movement therapy, which I think is amazing.
Yes, integral eye movement therapy, which is how I know you, Dave.
It's where we met. We did the same course.
We did, didn't we? And Adam, that is a huge eye opener for people who already have, anyone actually, but the people who have therapies under their belt already, lots of different modalities, and then you suddenly go and do this particular course and it's like, what?
Exactly.
Dave, tell us all about it.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you for that, Kate. Well, it's it's creating change with a wiggle of the eyes, basically. Well, it's a lot more than that, but the eyes are connected to the nervous system and the brain. And the idea behind it is, if you say you had a negative emotion, and we would get you to focus on that emotion, or basically we get you to think about emotion, and then we ask you, when was the first time that you felt like that? So there's a bit of regression in there as well, because you want to go back to the furthest time, because that's probably going to be the effective area to sort the emotion out. And we get them to hold on to that emotion or that memory from the past while we move our fingers like that. And I don't want to do all that. And it's amazing.
In our special way. We've got
yes, indeed. Yeah, we can't let you know. You've got to do the course.
Have a session with us.
Yeah, have a session with us. But so far, I've had amazing results with it. It's incredible. And there's no, like hypnosis. I love hypnosis, but there's no trance work involved. So, it's amazing. Really, really good. Yeah. Rapid change, rapid. And the interesting thing about it is you can say to these people, after you've done it, try your hardest to feel that emotion like you originally did, and they can't, because it's been recoded in a sense. I think don't they say the emotion's like in limbo because it hasn't been date stamped properly? Like the brain hasn't been able to put that particular emotion in the appropriate memory banks or whatever.
Yeah.
So and at any time it could be triggered by something because it's not being put away properly. We seem to put it away properly.
yeah, it is fantastic, honestly.
Yeah. Sorry, go on.
No, it is, isn't it, though? It is just amazing, that therapy. I'm so glad that I learned it. Just fantastic results, quick results. And like you say, the clients just can't believe it. You've managed to help them get rid of a feeling, of an emotion so quickly. So, and it can be done online as well. You can do it online. We did our training online. It's simple to use.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's quite exciting with that. I'm really pushing that actually, because I see the power of it, the whole. Yeah, and it works with identity as well, Adam. So as well as your emotions and old memories, it can also realign your identity, because people go, you idiot, you this, you that, so you develop this identity of you, and then you've got you, me, I, and self, haven't you, Kate?
Yeah.
And all of these can be all out of balance, and and we basically integrate them. It's really interesting stuff. Don't want to tell too much about it.
No. Do you think? Obviously, this is for both of you. Do you think with all this energy and all that, the moon plays a big part in it?
Yes, I do.
Actually, yeah, I would say I'm not always aware of it, but sometimes I'll be like, I don't know, just different. And I'll look up, not even knowing it was a full moon, and there it is,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really mad.
Yeah, because obviously I've got I've got two autistic kids, and my autistic son, he reacts badly to the blood moon every year. Wow. He reacts, major meltdown, and it's hard to calm him down.
Do you ever say, there you go again, we got the blood moon out?
No, were you
Adam?
No, when he goes into crisis, we can calm him down, but when it's the blood moon, it's hard. It's really hard to calm him down.
It has effect on the tides and water, and again, we're 73% water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So definitely, absolutely.
Yeah.
That sounds good. So. Adam, are you considering doing any sort of training, and are you sort of you're interested in it for yourself, but maybe not? It's not.
I'm interested, but I'm just gonna find the ropes first.
Yeah, absolutely. See, I'm a jump in the deep end sort of guy. It has its benefits, and it
does.
Yeah, you have got to just throw yourself into it, and it's all. I remember going into the counselling side of stuff, and I was about 7 months clean from alcohol and drugs, and I was like, no way, I'm not clever enough. I'm never going to take this information on board. I'm not good enough to do this. And I flew through that course, and I jumped on the next course, and then I went on to do something else and something else. And it's like been 10 years that I've only just finished something else. And it is literally throw yourself in at the deep end and go for it. Just believe that you can do this stuff, and your personal journey along the way is such a fantastic discovery. It's amazing.
It really is. It really is. And I also find, funny enough, that like the perceived bad things, like that's happened in your life have often been the best things. And I like that, because I know some crap's coming into my life. There's some good in there. There's some light in there. There's something for me to learn from this, in a positive way.
Yeah. We've got Richard Fay online watching tonight, and he says, chuck him in the deep end. I think he's
yeah. And that believe in yourself, that's Robert Brooker, and he's actually based in Canada.
Wow.
We got America tuned in.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's a good one. Yeah, believe yourself. There he is. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Australia will still be asleep right now. But,
but you never know. You never know, eh?
Never know.
So what's next for you then, Dave?
Well, like
a book?
A book, yeah. Maybe a book. It's funny what you were saying before, Kate, where you have these negative self-thoughts, when you're taking on something new. You're like, there's part of your brain saying, well, I don't know, because it's like, like the brain wants to protect you all the time. And even something as simple as doing a new project, the brain's weighing up and it's saying, I don't know if it's a good idea, Dave. And you're like, and then, I'm going to do this, it's like, I read it somewhere. It makes a lot of sense that when you doing something completely unique and new, is your brain's going to be a little bit worried about it. So it might give you a bit of a hard time to begin with, but practice.
Yeah, it's trying to protect you all the time, isn't it? So
even to that level, where it might just put negative thoughts in your head. Well, I can't be bothered doing that today. It's like, oh, we've nearly got him. We don't want him to do that. Yeah.
Dave, Richard's asking, how can he connect with you? So where can anybody find you?
Okay, well, you can find me on my Facebook page, if you want, which is Free the Mind UK. And I've also got my website, which is, shall I say it? Yeah. www.freetheminduk.co.uk.
Okay. We'll put those in the link. We'll put some links to those.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really new website. I actually built it myself, so it's
I've seen it. I saw it. It's really good.
It's not bad. You know what it's like.
Kate sent it me as well, so I've browsed.
So, but it took me a while. It was a learning curve. It's like when you do lives, as you know, Adam. There's so much you can learn from this, isn't it?
Yes.
Editing, all that sort of stuff. It's fascinating.
We are live on YouTube, so yeah.
Right
now, Dave.
Right now.
I know. But if you do a recorded video, you can edit it and everything.
Yeah. Well, you're more than welcome to download this after and put it on your channel if you want.
Really?
Of course.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, you can find it on the.
I'll be telling everyone to check in to the Mental Health Warriors. Come on, it's amazing.
That's the idea.
Absolutely. Yeah, I said I've watched some of the videos on your channel and some fascinating people on there, and you know.
Yeah. Well, this is the last live of the week until next
Really?
week.
Oh my God!
Yeah. So we're closing in the week.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Loving it. Right?
That's
Hopefully
it
you'll
for
get
this week.
millions of views. But you never know, do you? Got to be positive.
Always be positive. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, I'm just reading some of the comments here.
Yeah. Richard's got another question. Dave, so crap like a prison sentence or death of a very loved have good in it, Dave, having lost both parents in the last 7 years, have been caring 9 years and 3 mental health disorders and autistic was hard.
Yeah, how to stay positive in that situation was the question.
I would say so, yeah. I would say so.
There you go. I'll put it up.
Yeah, life doesn't always deal us the best cards. It really doesn't. And personally, I've been dealt some dodgy cards. Different people's experiences are very difficult, very difficult. But I still believe there's always a light behind it all, and you've just got to, hopefully find that.
Well, I've actually learned that because for years I've grown up saying there's always light at the end of the tunnel. But I've now recently learned there is no light at the end of the tunnel because we are that light.
We are.
We are that light because you have to behave like miners. Because everywhere you look, light's following you.
Yes, absolutely. My mantra was, I'm a beautiful manifestation of existence. That's what I used to say. I did it obsessively driving up to Birmingham when I had my old job, like saying it for like 10 hours a day. And I think it worked because I believe I am a beautiful manifestation of life, and so is everybody else, And essentially, that's what we are. We've just got layers and layers of crap that we're, unfortunately or fortunately, and we're like onions, aren't we? Trying to peel it all off. I mean, some people are happy being the way they are. They have advantages to being particular ways, because people get attention and stuff like that. They're that way inclined. So some people, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to help because there's other reasons behind why they'll go from therapist to therapist or whatever. But for me, it's try and be the best version of yourself. That's how you change the world. I change the world every day because I'm trying to be the best version of myself every day. So if I could be the best version of myself every day and everybody else did, imagine the world would be amazing, wouldn't it?
If we all put that effort, yeah. I'm always trying every day,
Yeah, exactly. And when you're happy in yourself and you like who you are, you don't want to go and hurt somebody. It's a good energy.
Yeah.
Beautiful energy to have.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but like that question before, I understand there's people with very difficult situations, and we do our best. That's all we can do. But there are things out there that can help you along the way. So.
And Richard does say he's very, very proud of how well he's coped.
Do you know what? I was going to say that. I was going to say he's got something out of that. See, he's shown himself how well he's coped. That's a positive thing, and this is the sort of thing I'm talking about. You'll find stuff in these things going on. I mean, my sister's daughter's child got cancer and unfortunately died. She was about 7. And then her other granddaughter got cancer. Luckily, she didn't die, But like I could, although it was an awful time, imagine 2 grandchildren getting cancer. She's really found something amongst all of that, found some light from it, and You know, it's my sister's granddaughter's son. You know, he used to write down his feelings all the time. You know, it was a good way for him to because I can't imagine what it's like to lose a child. It must be the most awful thing in the world. But he realised that he was an incredibly beautiful writer. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
And he posts things, and people were like, "Wow, you know, you should write a book, mate." And actually, that's what he's gone on to do. He's really got heavily involved in kids' cancers and stuff. So,
wow.
You know, there's different routes to go from these awful things going on, and you know, hopefully, you can find the positive route and actually change other lives. You know. Definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Richard does say, unfortunately, there are many people so scared of making serious change and the responsibility that comes with it. But some do, don't they? Some actually make that decision, go off and change their lives for the better because it is possible.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Is this Adam? Is this kind of changing the subject drastically? But is this going out on YouTube or Facebook as well?
We are live on Facebook and YouTube right now.
Right. Okay. I won't swear then.
You already have. You already have.
You are already have. I was going to say,
I'd
say, fuck it. I'll do it anyway. You know.
You will not be the first person to swear. You certainly won't
anyway. That's what I say.
But the thing is, what I've now learned, because obviously I've got people saying, try not to swear.
Yeah.
That's what we try and promote. Try not to swear. But if you have to, that's just expressing your passion and your emotions.
It is. It is.
And people would need to respect that.
Yeah, I hope I didn't offend anybody when
I am calling the swearing police after this and saying.
Actually,
I've done it before. I've done it.
This. I've just realised. Sorry, girls.
It's all right. I've sworn on here before many times.
Absolutely.
I haven't yet because I'm an angel.
Yeah, you're best not to, Kate.
Yeah. I tell you what, for anyone who really knows me, they'll be like, what?
No, I think she'll just save it for TikTok.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yes.
I wanted to ask you, Adam, what got you into this then? How come?
What's going? Oh, do you know what? You're the second person to ask me that today.
Really?
My late great Philip Chan obviously encouraged me to do this because I'm still on my journey now. We all are on our journey. And I live with mental health as myself. And I recently attempted suicide March 2019 due to trauma in my life. Yeah. And I just thought I need to do something.
Wow. See, creating good out of something perceived as awful. But I mean, obviously, taking away what you were experiencing, that took you to that point. But you know, you've created all of this and making people more aware about it. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah,
I really do.
Thank you.
And Kate, what's it like for you? Because you're like you've recently started doing this, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. Do you know what? I love it.
Yeah, you love it. Yeah,
I'm in my element. I think I'm doing all right.
You are. You are.
Yeah, no, do you know what? It's fantastic. I really look forward to 8 o'clock on the Thursday.
I love it.
I need to help promote it a little bit more, you know, so I get
You do, yes.
I know. It's just I've had a hectic week this week. But anyway, I absolutely love it. Yeah. Yeah. And this has been terrific. This show with you, Dave.
Great. Yeah. I mean, you know, like just do it for yourself as much as you can.
What have you got to lose?
Exactly. I mean, but one of the things some people probably worry about is your brain going to freeze? Are you going to remember the important things, you know?
It does freeze on the odd occasion. Or you know how we daydream and you go off into a little trance.
Yeah.
And then you have to bring yourself back in because you remember you're actually live.
Yeah, you've got to remember to listen as well.
Yes,
you know,
I know.
It's like I'm a Gemini, right? We're renowned for like talking, like, you know, talk for England. I'm not the greatest listeners. So that's something I've definitely been developing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right then, Adam.
Right, Kate.
Right. Right, Dave.
Dave, we will be putting your links. In fact, if you could send them over to myself.
Yeah, no.
And I will pop them underneath this video on the Mental Health Warriors page, and then we'll also send you the link to the video in case you forget to have a look.
No, I'll definitely have a look.
Absolutely,
yeah. And if anybody needs any help to do with mental health at the moment, don't forget we are here. You just need to contact us through the Mental Health Warriors page.
Yeah.
We are always here for you. Richard wants Dave's link. So, Richard, you'll be able to find that on our page.
Yeah, they'll be there in the comments, Richard.
Yeah.
Bless.
All right, then.
I've really enjoyed it. Thank you for having me. It's been amazing.
Thank you.
I'm doing my favourite thing, talking. So.
Yeah, I think Adam and I like doing that as well.
Yeah.
From time to time,
Yeah. Only Thursdays at 8:00.
Exactly.
Well, as I said, thank you for having me on and giving me the opportunity to talk about a few bits and bobs that I'm interested in and doing. And I love the channel. And let's hope it grows and grows and grows. I know you've got over 500 subscribers now.
We have, and we'll keep wanting more.
Yeah.
That's what we want. We want more.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. All right, then.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you.
All right. See you later.
Yeah, you take care.